Our today's topic is thrust and pressure. Thrust is a force exerted perpendicular to the surface. SI unit of thrust is the same as a force because thrust is force. So it will be Newton. We also know that a weight of force acts perpendicular downwards. So to be more precise, thrust is the force which makes the body move perpendicularly. For example, when the engine burns the oil in the car, it moves forward and this is perpendicular to the road. For a rocket, the thrusters exert hydrogen and oxygen gas in such high quantities that it blows it off, that is perpendicular to the earth, and it is thrust. So let's take a such situation. If you try to stand on sand, then you will sink. But if you lay down in the same amount of sand, you will observe that you don't sink. This phenomenon happens because when you are standing on the surface of the sand, the surface area of the feet is less and weight, which is the force acting on a body, is acting just on feet. While when you lie down, the same force acts on your whole body, that is greater than your feet. So we can say that the effect of thrust is larger when you are standing than lying. So we can conclude that pressure is thrust on unit area. Therefore, a derivation can be made that pressure is equal to thrust upon area. The SI unit can also be derived, that can be pressure is equal to Newton upon meter square. So but we consider Pascal because he was honored to be the one who discovering pressure. Now there is a relation between thrust and pressure. I guess you might have known it. It is that if there is a constant thrust and more area, it will lead to less pressure, and less area but the constant thrust, it will lead to more pressure. For example, if there is a nail and it has a lesser surface area at the bottom, then it will go easily inside a wood, while if there is blunt nail which has a broad surface area, it might not. So this also resolves the situation of the sand. Thank you. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed.